Welcome to IT advisory video for calls related to IIS web servers, and this would be also something that Help Desk can work on. I mean, it is not something that you have to learn very extensively and you have to be an expert in it, because this is usually a system administrator job where he or she may get an application and they need to install it on an IIS web server, do the bindings, working on DNS, all that kind of stuff. This would be mostly a system admin job, but as you can see, in reality right now, if you go to the indeed.com, again you put a keyword in there, you can see IIS right now. People are putting these keywords with help desk technician, even a junior technician, and if you go down, most of it's like help desk tier 1. So it seems like people do ask questions related to it. They may just ask you, just like I said in the beginning, that in a help desk world, if you're going for entry level, all they want to know these terms like, have you ever done anything with it? They may not expect you to work on IIS or have a hands-on experience, or they may just want to know, do you have any hands-on experience? And this is where you can talk about your practice labs, and the one that I am going to suggest in this advisory session is going to be in 7643, configuring Windows 2008 applications infrastructure. Now if you go to this lab, you can see right here it's configuring a web services infrastructure. When you click on it, it even tells you how to install a web services, configure a web application, manage websites, and combination of this video where you will watch that what you need to do, like we do on a basic calls like recycling app pool and what is app pool, stuff like that, and some of the things that I have discussed in that video, like real world scenarios. Now once you are done with this, maybe this is 2008, but you can also, once you learn all of this stuff, you can also jump into the brand new server. Then you can go to, let's say for example over here, you can go to the 2016 server right here. You can just click on this one and turn one of these servers on, and then what will happen, let's say for example I turn this one on, I just enable it. Now for a moment I'm going to ignore all these labs on the left side, but I'm interested in my 2016 servers over here. I'll turn them on, and then I can install the IIS, the new one, which is this one. The one that you have seen in 2008 might be an older IIS, which is a good thing too, because a lot of people are still on older versions of IIS, and they're still moving to the new one because for a company, their websites are really big and they don't want to just, when something new comes out, they just don't want to just jump into it. So this is where you can actually explain two things, that yes, I have done some lab testing on a 2008 server and use this IIS version, whatever that is in there, and then you can go into the 2016 and then similarly practice on the same server. So for example, we have this server right now. If I turn it on, this is going to be our 2016 server right now. So I'm going to quickly show you where you can then practice the same scenarios in that 2008 and the videos that you have learned from this course, like right here. Then what we will do is just open your web server, which is your 2016 server. Here you go, your server manager is on. Then what you'll do is you'll click on manage. In manage, you'll click on add roles and features, and then you'll click on next. Click on next again, click next, and here what you'll do is you click on web server IIS and you click on add feature, and then you'll click next. Alright, and then click one more time and next, and you get to the IIS feature now. Now this is where, if you want to learn more about IIS, which if you are going to become a system admin, then you really cannot get away from this. This is going to be your top learning, becoming a system administrator on a Windows side, and probably mostly it's going to be IIS, unless you are going to become a different type of administrator, like a Linux administrator. That's a totally different thing, because they use Apache and other web services, web servers. So that's a total different learning. They have total different careers. Yes, if you're going to be going for that route, you need to know about a lot of Linux and Apache stuff. Here, if you're going to become a normal systems administrator where you're working for a company they're using Microsoft environment, then you cannot get away from IIS. So this is going to be your transitioning thing, I would say. Like, just learn it. As a help desk, you should know this stuff, because that's going to motivate you to learn more about the system admin job. And then this is where that a lot of people get into help desk and they really can't get away from it. That is because you have not done anything on a back end. You are always working on the front end and just doing something very small and recycling things and restarting things. But here you're actually setting up everything on your own, and that gives you confidence that, okay, this is something that's not really hard. This is something that is kind of like looking at documentations and then moving on, and most of the time system admin will be doing that. So that's just a little advisory for you to transition. But for your course, which you're taking a help desk course, you don't need to do too much in it. You don't need to spend too much time. Just need to know how to do things, how to restore, what is app pool, how does it recycle. Knowing something about IIS and talking about that in an interview will give you definitely a good edge in terms of getting a job. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you guys do these labs. Thank you.